Hey!
Hey!
Hey, welcome to the Ben and Zach podcast. Zach?
Welcome.
Yes. We're excited to start this podcast. This is something we've talked about doing for a really long time. And now we've kind of mapped out what we want to do, and we're excited to get started.
Let's do it then. Maybe kind of to lay out the lay of the land and what our purpose is here. I think it merits going back to the beginning of our friendship and how we got to here and this. So why don't we go back to kind of the beginning, give a brief history of our friendship and starting this podcast.
Yeah.
So Ben and I, we are best friends, but we're also cousins. We've been best friends since we were little kids, and for a time grew up close to each other. But then, what was it, around the age of...
Shout out Taylorsville.
T-ville. That's
Yeah,
right.
I moved at age 1. I moved to Colorado and left the great T-ville.
Wow, you were only one.
Yeah, I was only 1.
Yeah. That was a long time ago then.
But because my grandparents, uncles, and aunts still lived in Utah, we came back constantly. So I was still seeing you 4 or 5 times a year.
Like major holidays.
Yeah.
As we got a little bit older, it ended up being like there was summer vacation. A lot of years I came out to Colorado with my family, and we spent that with you.
Yep.
And your family. Super fun. I always look forward to that. So then we came to a point, each of us, we got to see each other multiple times per year, but then high school, we graduated. It was time to put on your big boy pants and make some life decisions. And
Time for me to come back to the motherland.
you made the pilgrimage back to the motherland and never left again.
Never left again. Came home to the beautiful state that is Utah.
That's right.
So right after high school, I moved to Utah. You and I basically roomed together for a year. I mean, although you didn't really live there, you were there every day. Yeah, every day. And we were in Provo. I was going to school, and we were just preparing to go on missions, on church missions, right? And that's what we did. Went on church missions, came back, learned some Spanish, right?
That's right.
Came back, and then we both actually ended up getting married shortly after. And realized that when you move in with, amazing women, you then sometimes need dude time.
That's right. Especially, you've got 3 daughters. I've got 2 daughters. And, the dude time is healthy. But we ended up, so... after mission, we were back, we were married, we had families. There started to be like a Tuesday night basketball thing where we hung out, got together with a group of guys from your area, went to the church, played basketball. And that was a lot of fun. Like it was a different group every single week. Different guys would show up, it'd keep us in shape. It was exercise, it was just like really good. And then COVID struck, 2020.
COVID, man. Terrible, stupid COVID.
Kind of shut everything down, and then
ruined basketball.
Basketball was kind of over for the short term.
Yeah. What a weird time, huh?
It was bizarre.
Yeah, weird. So basketball shut down, so we now have to figure out other ways to hang out, right? So I remember we started playing online games together, like figuring out things we could do in separate houses but still hang out. And it wasn't that long, but then we got back together, but basketball still couldn't happen. So we sat down one night and we created a list that we called the 2 dudes to do's. Or two dudes, two's do's, right?
Two's do's.
Two's do's, the things we do on Tuesday night. Create a big list of all the things we want to do, and one of them ended up being start a podcast. Now that was, we're almost 4 years?
Yeah, probably that long ago. And it was like something content related. I think we even said like a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And thought eventually it kind of morphed into a podcast. And we even thought like it'd be just kind of fun to make content, right?
Yeah, no particular reason or subject or anything, but we just thought it'd be fun to get out there. But then we kept hanging out every Tuesday night, we started to realize that we are in a unique situation where we have someone to rely on. You know, we both have amazing spouses, right? And great parents, great siblings, but it's kind of different to have another male in your same situation in life, same time period, that can just understand you and you can relate to. And we had that. Mm-hmm. And it became very therapeutic these Tuesday night, even though, you know, Tuesday nights were full of stupidity and laughing and
just being
goofballs,
random stuff.
I would look forward to it every week because it gave me someone to talk to and like just be on the same level with, you know, and that was something we realized not a lot of people have, right? You know, some people do, but not really. It's not been the same. A lot of people have been really kind of envious of our situation.
Yeah.
And so, and then, you know, we also are in a situation where we have friends who talk about how difficult things can be right now in all aspects of life. And we're just like, man, let's do a podcast where we can create an environment where we can bring people into our friendship, right? Or they can join us and we can just conversate about how things are going and ask them questions and laugh and also just give these people someone to relate to. Right?
Yeah. Yep. All the benefits that we've seen. You know, it's kind of interesting, all these Tuesday night hangouts, because in one way or another, they've always been uplifting and therapeutic.
Yeah.
It could have been like, we weren't even really having like a conversation or some deep conversation. We were just sitting on the couch playing a couch co-op video game, you know, and just chilling. And then other times we're sitting in your hot tub talking about like some deep stuff, you know, anything from parenting to marriage to faith to mental health. I mean, we know each other very well. And just like you said, I think something was born from that, the fact that we were such a help to each other in that regard, and we've seen each other through a lot of highs and lows, that we realized just how much that meant to us. And hey, let's broaden this thing. Maybe there's others out here who can connect, benefit from some of the topics that we want to talk about, and you know, maybe even be a source of some of the content that ultimately ends up in the podcast.
Oh yeah, it'd be great to have feedback from people, and we can also teach people about some of the amazing things we've done, like Pokemon Go. I mean, I'm a level 42 now.
My goodness.
Or we could teach them about Kneesy Shinsies, which is a game we came up with one night.
That's right.
Where you throw a golf ball in the air and let it hit your shin bone. That was very productive. The night we got a trash bag full of donuts that they were going to throw away at the Maverick gas station.
That's right.
But nope.
Emptied
we got
it
them
out on your dining room table.
Yes. And that was a huge win for us.
Ate ourselves silly. Yeah. Like I said, these Tuesday night hangouts started healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably better that I don't play now anyway, because I feel like
it would
a 90-year-old man.
Oh, I was going to say it'd make other people on the court feel bad that they weren't at your level.
Well, that too. I mean, I can dunk a 6-foot rim, so.
No, there it is.
But I've been thinking about this podcast a lot lately. I'm excited. I'm no professional at, we suck at this.
We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. We've done so many takes and we've had so many discussions. We have got lots of feedback because we have zero desire to turn this into anything that makes us money or brings us clout. We just want to do something that's fun on Tuesdays and hopefully help anybody out there that just, wants to relate to two regular Utah dudes, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and there's like so many perspectives out there, and you and I have a long track record of friendship with each other, but I think yeah, we hope to grow the base and get people involved, and there'll be some entertainment from this. There'll be some learning. There'll be some, maybe therapeutic aspect to it. But
Or maybe it's just our moms who listen to it.
hey, Mom, love you. Thanks
Yeah.
for supporting. Hey, I just looked at the statistics. There's 2 listens.
We have
to
2
episode
subscribers, mom and mom.
Mom and mom.
Yeah, but that's just to say that we don't have like this agenda or nothing. We love Utah. We love being here. We love the time we've spent together, and hope to share that, with other people. But we also talked about having different people on that would be fun. Maybe people who are professionals, or maybe things like a wife, just to tell, answer questions, or tell all of you why we suck, maybe. Help point out some of the things that we could do better. Or we even talked about a kid one time. I thought that'd be interesting or funny, but
yeah.
Or like actual professionals, right?
Yep.
There's lots of people who've gone through stuff that maybe we haven't, so we bring them in, or just whatever, just to make it entertaining, fun, light, and enjoyable. And I think we're going to be able to do that.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. If you look at the list of topics that potentially, we were kind of throwing around a few ideas, but ultimately, like listener-based content that's in line with, some of the things that we've experienced ourselves. Again, we've said this before, but we just want to relate with other guys that are out there, living life, trying to do their best, trying to be good people. But we talked about, anything from maybe mental health topics. We talked about friendship, this friendship, and why it's been important to us, and how people can benefit from that. We considered some of the like ups and downs of life in Utah as a guy. Maybe it might have to do with like maybe you're the provider in your household, and we talk about that. Maybe parenting, marriage, those sorts of things.
Maybe also, it could totally be random things too, like maybe sports sometimes, like the Utah Jazz.
Yep.
Or we talked about even talking about food places in Utah.
Favorite food places. Ranking movies.
What
are the 5 best action movies of all time? And let's debate it.
Yeah.
Let's debate it.
Lots of just different things that we'll experience. If our plan right now is to have one out every week. And so when we do that, who knows what the subject will be, right?
Yeah.
It could be anything. And we, once again, are very open to feedback or suggestions or topics that maybe you want to cover. Because we, once again, are not professionals at this. We're not psychiatrists. My background is in software and marketing, right? And Zach's background is in finance. So we are in no way professional in psychology, sociology, anything that has to do with the mind and
yeah, professional health.
Professional, yeah.
We're not life coaches.
Not life coaches, but we have been through some stuff, and so we just want to relate. And I'll probably say at least 3 or 4 things that
we have to edit.
We'll have to, cut out. So
they'll never know.
Yeah, that's a good point. I won't say anything. Only good stuff. Sorry, Mom.
They're gonna know. They'll never know.
Who's gonna know?
Yeah,
so let's go. Maybe we'll cut this one a little short. These will tend to be. We're going to be shooting for 30 minutes ish, 25, 30 minutes.
Yep.
But we definitely wanted to make the intro, tell you who we were, what we're about, and invite you to be a part of it.
So on our way out here, if you're hearing this, if you had feedback, if you've got something you're passionate about that you would love to hear us discuss on the podcast, you could be a dude, or you could be married to a dude, or you could be the son or daughter or father, mother of a dude in Utah or elsewhere. And, just kind of in line with what we've discussed. We want to hear what's on your mind. What do you want to discuss? Where do you want to put some input and we're going to build some content around that, and really looking forward to it. I think there's going to be some good discussion
or terrible discussion. Either way, there's going to be discussion. There's you have a lot of discussion to look forward to.
All right. Well, that's Ben and Zach. At least an introduction to us, but we're looking forward to going deeper into this thing. And I guess with that, we'll
catch you on the next podcast.
See you next time.